Tina Perez. Ms. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
All right. Judge, on July 27th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a minor accident and disturbance call. Upon arriving, they spoke with the complainant and the defendant. The complainant stated that he was involved in a minor vehicle collision with the defendant. The defendant was driving at a high rate of speed. He stated that he stopped his car and she got really close to his car, so he waved at her to go because she could not move because of him being so close. She then flicked him off and drove off, striking his vehicle on the back corner. The complainant then followed the defendant, and when they stopped, she was acting weird. He was already on the phone with 911. Defendant and her mother were outside and stated she had some wine for Mother's Day. Defendant had slurred speech. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. The walk and turn 7/8. The one leg stand was a 4-4. Defendant was irate, having mood swings and cursing at officers. Defendant had past head injury, so the HGN was not conducted. DIC was read, search warrant executed, and blood drawn.
Got it. Ms. Perez, have you ever, or does she have any prior DWIs?
No,
Let me check. Right. Ms. Perez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using alcohol or any kind of drugs, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? You may continue to drive, but just be careful. If it does become suspended, you may not drive. You have counsel. He will take care of you. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I will waive your appearance for now so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch. No more alcohol, and that's it. Okay, for now, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll go trace for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. Thanks, guys. Yes, ma'am. Take care.
Judge.
Francisco Galvan. Mr. Galvan, you're charged with reckless driving. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the weapon case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the reckless driving, you're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer be appointed to represent you, sir.
On July 26th, 2024, officers on I-45 witnessed a vehicle going 92 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone, which was clocked by mounted dash radar. Vehicle also made abrupt lane changes without signaling, straddled lanes, and followed too closely. Traffic was moderate and road was wet. Defendant was ID'd by his Texas ID card. Officers observed a live 9mm round between his legs on the seat. Defendant initially denied there were any guns in the car, but eventually admitted that there was a gun under the seat. A black Taurus pistol was recovered. Defendant said, quote, "I believe the gun was used in a crime and probably linked to another crime." The gun had been used in a shooting incident with the operate of the gun being defendant's aunt. There were 2 bullet holes in the back of the vehicle.
So they got the gun. Are they running it? Do they know?
Sir, I did not say that.
Okay, don't, please.
Your Honor, the gun was fired in an incident immediately preceding this incident. So the defendant happened to have the gun at the time he was arrested, but we don't know anything about the prior.
I guess just keep me in the loop if you find that it's linked to something, you know?
Sure.
Mr. Galvan, do you have a Texas driver license? You're not allowed to drive at all for any reason. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you drive, you will be doing a substantial amount of time in jail. Do you understand? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
Not do fence. I'm working for a contractor with fence.
Did you graduate from high school?
Excuse me?
Did you graduate from high school?
I did not, sir.
We're going to work on that. What drug test you what's going to show up right now?
Marijuana, sir.
What else?
Probably it.
I'm sending you right now. I want to know. I expect you to come back, sir. If you do not come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? I'm going to have you come up here, swear to me that you're not going to drive. After that, I'll just have you take your seat in the jury box. I will give you a lawyer today. Come back after the drug test, and then we're going to work on more conditions.
Can I get my own lawyer?
Sure you can. But I'm still going to put these conditions on you regardless. Do you understand? All right, come swear to me and just take a seat for me in the jury box. Tracy, can we send him now, please? This is Galvan. Is it Shaddai Torres? Ms. Torres, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am. Okay.
On July 27th, 2024, undercover officer went to an escort website, found a listing with the defendant's information and contacted her. She met the officer at a hotel and they agreed $600 for 1 hour. Inside the hotel room, she agreed to engage in straight sex with a condom for $600.
Ms. Torres, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to engage in this type of behavior anymore. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
If you do, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No,
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission, ma'am?
sin permiso.
With permit.
What type of permission do you have?
Parol.
A parole.
Y estoy en proceso de residencia.
And in the process to get.
So that means you're not in this country with permission.
Quiere decir que no está en este-
Ms. Torres, the only thing I'm trying to impart to you, if there is, I don't know if you're in this country with permission. I don't know if you're applying. It really just doesn't matter. But if you go to jail and immigration finds you in the jail, they will put a detainer on you. You will be stuck in custody until this case is over with and then until they take you to immigration. So all I'm asking you to do is behave yourself. Do not pick up any new cases and do not engage in this type of behavior. That's it.
And Judge, there's a 2022 alien removal charge. So
¿Cómo se llama?
You've already been removed once, ma'am.
Ya fue deportado usted una vez.
Could be very, very big problems with the federal government if you're caught again. I would be very, very careful. I will provide you a lawyer today if you need one. But don't pick up any new cases. Don't engage in this behavior again. Can you file the conditions, Pavel, please? For now, I will have you come up to Victoria, sign a reset, and then I will have you take a seat in the jury box. Would you like a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Right now, no, but I will have one.
Sorry,
I will have one lawyer.
I can give you a lawyer today, or you can go hire one. What would you like?
Ah.
She had spoken to me, Judge. She was lost in court 3, so I brought her to 5, but I just let her. She's a pro se.
Yo te puedo dar un abogado ahora si quieres. Okay. So you're right now, we will have you sign a reset and then I will have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am. Otherwise I will issue a warrant and then I'll have you speak to the lawyer here momentarily.
Okay? Right.
This way. This way.
What's your last name, sir? Manning? Jamarian Manning, when you're ready. Okay. Mr. Manning, you're charged with assault and bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer be appointed to represent you, sir. Okay.
On July 25th, 2024, officer was flagged down by the complainant in Harris County, Texas, who advised he was just assaulted at his business and the suspect vehicle was in front of him at the light. Officer caught up to the suspect's vehicle and initiated a traffic stop. The complainant stated that the male wearing red was the suspect who assaulted him. The defendant advised that during an argument, he struck the complainant in the face multiple times because he thought the complainant was going to strike him first. The defendant stated he struck the complainant a total of 3 times in the face with a closed right fist. The complainant advised that he was then struck in the face by the defendant once, leading him to fall on the floor, and the defendant kept punching him with a closed fist approximately 12 times and kicked him twice. The complainant's right eye was observed to be swollen and a small cut was observed on the inside of the complainant's lip. The complainant stated he felt pain and discomfort from the assault.
Got it. Mr. Manning, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. Tell me, do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I will first have you go to Victoria, sign and reset. I will then have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't have any contact. Otherwise, I will revoke your bond and I'll put you in jail and make your bond extremely high.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Please. Good morning, Mr. Meza. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On July 27th, 2024, the defendant and the complainant were in a verbal argument about their children's eating habits. The complainant attempted to walk away, but the defendant jumped over the couch and grabbed her by the neck with his left hand and threw her on the ground, in which she fell back and struck her head on the tile floor, further causing pain and a laceration to the back of her head. Complainant's sister arrived and transported the complainant to the emergency room where she was treated. Officers observed a 3 to 4 inch gash to her head in which she had already received 7 staples at the Houston emergency room in Tomball. Complainant does not want to pursue charges. The complainant is the wife of the defendant.
She ended up getting 7 staples because of this. Mr. Mason, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. A protective order was issued on the 28th of last month. Get to know it, because if you violate the court order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you understand? I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of weapons. If you violate this, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. So have you sign it. After that, you'll be free to go. Please be careful. No means no. Do you understand? Okay, come on.